We were having a conversation before the show, Gary and I, about MVP and the MVP reality.
Right.
And dating back to Adrian Peterson in 2012, every year after that, it's been the quarterback of a team that earns a bye. And since the NFL went to only one bye per conference, it's a quarterback of one of the two number one seeds.
Right.
And that was Lamar Jackson last year.
Yep.
As the Ravens were the one seed, it was Lamar Jackson in
The other
2019.
year when he won it, right.
And they could end up being the one seed again. They were a slow starter,
Right.
but now here they are. What are they? 3-2,
Yeah.
right? 3-2.
Yeah.
And they could get hot, and we've seen that before. You write the Ravens off early, and they get hot, and it's like, oh, the Ravens won this week. Oh, the Ravens won this week. Oh, the Ravens won this week. Oh, the Ravens are 10-2.
Yeah.
And when Lamar plays like he played yesterday, when you know what he's capable of, and this is the ultimate current NFL pick your poison offense.
Yeah.
Okay, we're going to run it down your throats.
Right.
Oh, you're going to take away the run? Okay, Lamar will throw for 350
That's
or
right.
348.
That's
as the
why
case
they
may
got to
be
be great at the run, though, right? That's why you've heard me go crazy for that point right there, right? Because I don't think it's a passing offense that can just go, oh, we're going to throw it 50 times a game no matter what.
They're not going to pass to set up the run. They have to run to set up the pass.
Exactly. And that's where you heard me say all last week, this will be the game he throws for 350, and everybody goes, wow. Because they've run the ball so good and so effective the 2 weeks before this. Now teams are going to start going, we don't have a choice. We got to stop the run, and we have to just hope that Lamar's a little off.
This play is incredible.
Is insane. Insanity in the membranity. I mean, drop the ball, two stiff arms to a defensive end, and then throw a laser in the back of the end zone.
And just before he's going out of bounds, and it felt like he was throwing the ball away,
Right.
and there's Isaiah Likely to
He
make
just
the catch.
He literally looked like he was, when he cocked it back, you went, oh, he's about to throw it away. And then he saw, I think, Likely make the move, and he went, the hell with throwing it away. He's open. I'm going to throw this
That
thing
was
right
almost
here.
the same spot on the field. Remember the playoff game against the Raiders where Joe Burrow stepped out of bounds?
Yes, it was the same spot.
Yeah.
It's right here. You're
like
exactly
right in the
right.
almost the exact same spot,
No
and he
doubt
threw it to
about
T.
it.
Higgins closer to the corner.
Right. But yeah, that was a phenomenal. There were so many phenomenal plays in this football game. And the Ravens, we know they got weapons on the offensive side of the ball, and Derrick Henry running the ball. But yeah, yesterday was all about Lamar Jackson and the pass game.
How he fends off Trey Hendrickson twice.
Yeah, Sam Hubbard. Trey doesn't
Oh, Sam
want you.
Hubbard.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
It's all right. It's all right.
One of the two.
Yeah.
Anyway, how
Twice.
he fends off 94
Right.
twice. And then fires the dart. It's just, and he's getting knocked out. It's just incredible.
Yes, and he's not as open as you think he is when you see the game happen in real time. Incredible there. And the good thing for them, too, is they're a team. Hey, we know Zay Flowers, the number one guy. Rashad Bateman is showing up every week, right? They got a few tight ends that are all getting part of the mix here. They got 3 tight ends that are dangerous in the pass game. And to your point, too, Mike, I know they're only 3-2. But when you take like that half against Dallas or the 3 quarters of just ass whooping they gave them, the ass whooping we saw them give Buffalo, and I know yesterday wasn't their best defensive performance, but like I said earlier, I think the Bengals know how to attack them a little bit. At their best, I would agree. The Ravens are in the running for one of the teams I would say, when they're at their best, they look like they're one of the best teams in football. They're up there in that combo for sure.
Well, remember last Monday, we were sitting right here,
Yeah.
and we played the sound from Josh Allen, the Bills quarterback, who said we lacked the urgency.
Mm-hmm.
How do you not have urgency when you're going in to face a Ravens team that desperately needs to win, and they're at home? Well, the Ravens went to Cincinnati to face a Bengals team that desperately needed to win,
right?
And they matched the urgency and exceeded it just enough. So that's what championship teams do. They go into the other team's building when the other team really needs a win, and they keep them from winning.
Yes.
And the Ravens look like a championship team.
They kept taking blow after blow and then just kept going, wait, we're going to keep throwing haymakers too. I mean, it was 24-14, right? I think we're third quarter, halfway through, and you're going, man, they can't stop the Bengals. And the Ravens they never panic. Right down the field, boom, big passes, Zay Flowers, Kohler the tight end, boom, touchdown, no problem. We're right back in this thing. And they continue to answer like that all day long. I mean, again, go down 10 again, 31-21, come right back down the field with a long drive, touchdown again, go down 10 again. answer right back. I mean, it's incredible that way. And good for them. Maybe this jump starts their passing offense too to another level now that they're running the ball and they can mesh it all together where they can become an unstoppable offense. Certainly encouraging on that side of the ball. Defense certainly not going to love the film when they watch that.
No. And having Derrick Henry, they have to love that acquisition they made. He had the huge play in overtime. Along the way, he became the 5th player in league history to have 10,000 rushing yards, 100 touchdowns from scrimmage in his first 125 games.
Right.
When I talked to him after the game, I said, do you know the other 4? And he rattled them off, football historian, Derrick Henry, Jim Brown, Emmitt Smith, LaDainian Tomlinson, Adrian Peterson. And now you think about all-time greats. 3 are in the Hall of Fame, and Adrian Peterson will be there.
Yeah.
And Derrick Henry's going to be there, too.
Go to. He's definitely one of the modern-day running backs that's going to the Hall of Fame, 100%.
I always compared him to Jim Brown, and I saw something recently where it's really – there's Eric Dickerson. The running style is more Eric Dickerson.
High knee, running upright that way, definitely has that look for sure.
And he said on that last play in overtime after the missed field goal, they had been bottled up in the middle.
Yeah.
So they ran the sweep because usually we see him do his best work through the line. Get a crease, give him a chance to get up to speed, and he's gone.
Right.
This sweep to the outside, and off he went. And it's so funny because I said, man, you got caught from behind. I didn't get caught from behind. I didn't know that guy was there. If I didn't know that guy was there, I would have stiff-armed him. I would have run away from him. I would have jumped over him.
Oh, Derrick Henry, I'm sorry. I threw the challenge flag last night on Football Night in America.
But we saw him go 87 last week.
I know. Yes. I still have a hard time believing he didn't see the guy that
he said
was
he didn't
right
know.
on his hip.
Well, no, because he cut inside. What happened was
him there.
He cut in and there was another guy.
I didn't know you're his hype man over
I
there.
am his hype man.
Yeah, it's a good guy to be a hype man.
Hey, if they'll talk to me, I'm a fan.
Well, this is what is
Aaron Rodgers
is great about that to run.
Aaron
the ball,
Rodgers is going to want to talk to me soon. Aaron Rodgers needs the boost.
He's not dropping that low yet. Okay?
He's getting there.
But I do think that's what's exciting about them is they're showing the ability to be explosive on the ground and in the pass game. And then we know Lamar with the off-schedule plays certainly is special that way. Derrick Henry was bottled up for the most part of yesterday. I mean, it was a 51-yard run there at the end.
And he had 92.
And he had 92 for the day, so that shows you. But I think what it shows everybody and puts everybody on notice in the league is pick your damn poison with Baltimore. Overplay the run, Lamar's going to tear you up in the pass. Overplay the pass and worry about that, they're going to run it right down your face. And that's where that could be good. And Lamar Jackson.
So what do you do as a defensive coordinator?
Yeah,
what poison do you pick? Or do you just disguise?
You're going to have to be creative, right? You're going to have to be creative in certain situations through film study and, try to.
You create a pre-snap look that you're piling up against the run. You get Lamar to audible to a pass, but you're actually.
Try to do stuff like
you've actually
that.
got a pass
you
defense
have to play mind games with them, the play caller, and do all that. Because, they're big up front, and they look like they're ready to run the football once again and do that. But, what a day. And this is what's crazy about the NFL. Right, this is what, to me, I always find fascinating. The game's awesome. Joe Burrow's about to be God, and Lamar Jackson, we're about to go, oh, man, he messed up in a big moment and dropped the damn snap in overtime. And then they miss a field goal, and they break a run, and we go, Lamar Jackson had the greatest day ever. It's just amazing. That's how close the sport is. That's how close you can be to a talking point of, oh, my gosh, he blew it, into, oh, my gosh, he's amazing. It is amazing that way, and that was a hell of a game yesterday.
Let's hear from some of the Ravens after the game on the performance of Lamar Jackson.
That was like third MVP level for him. Best player in the league. He's a GOAT for a reason.
I never cease to be amazed, but I'm always amazed. And then just the way he plays the game, it's unparalleled.
But different, man. Like, I'm just wondering when we gonna start talking about it. like, man, different. He do everything. It's cool. I don't know. It's cool.
I love Lamar. He is so understated. The video from a couple of weeks ago when Marlon Humphrey was on the plane and they were on, I think, Instagram Live or some social media platform, and Lamar's like, we shouldn't be live right now. And that's the right attitude. Yeah. That's what a leader needs to do. Hey, guys, I mean, that was their first win of the season.
It was the first win.
Like, and they tried to blow it. They're up 28-6, and they almost blew it. Yeah. Like, this isn't a time to celebrate. We got a lot of work to do.
Yeah, no doubt.
So he's the heart and soul of that team.
He's a man on a mission.
And he is physically, he's right up there with Mahomes and Allen.
Definitely.
Everything that can be done. They're the best three in the NFL. And it's easy to lose sight, because he gets the knock about the lack of postseason success. Well, I don't see pelts on the horse for Josh Allen.
Yeah, I hear you. No,
So I
hear
think we need to revisit, because we've been in this Mahomes, Allen. It's Mahomes, Allen, Lamar.
Yeah, right.
Right now.
Right.
And maybe it's Mahomes, Lamar, Allen. Maybe it's Lamar, Mahomes, Allen. We'll see what Patrick Mahomes does tonight. But this year has not been eye-popping vintage Mahomes.
No.
It's been eye-popping vintage Lamar.
It is. I don't think it's going to be eye-popping vintage Mahomes this year. I mean, they're a defensive football team. There's no doubt about that. It's going to be ugly, and then he just makes a few plays. Baltimore, on the other hand, no. They are a really good team throughout, have enough pieces that they can unleash Lamar, and Lamar is crazy talented. I mean, come on. Lamar is out of this world. He is a special, special talent that way. And, yeah, I think you're right with what you're saying as far as the class of guys that he's involved in there.
They're an Isaiah Likely toenail and a crapping and or peeing down their leg at home late against the Raiders from being 5-0.
No, I know. And that's why I make the statement at their best, and I look at it, and I want to look here at the standings and all that again. At their best, I think they play with anybody in football. The Minnesota Vikings have been the best team in the league to this point.
The Ravens would beat the Vikings right now. Vikings couldn't handle the Ravens.
I can't listen to you. You're like,
I'm being realistic.
You could never say anything positive about your team once they start to play good. So you don't count. Be quiet, okay? But yes, it would be a good game, and I don't know if they would be.
You know why they call scars permanent?
Yeah.
Because they are. Okay?
Sometimes they get a little bit better, though. Okay? Sometimes they go away.
Sometimes you just get used to them, and it sets you up for more scars.
I got scars all over my face. You don't even see them all over.
But when you get used to your scar, you retreat back into the behavior that gave you the scar.
Well, nonetheless, at their best, they're up there with the Minnesota Vikings and the best teams in football. And like you said, the Chiefs are 4-0. And I would go, wait, I don't think the Chiefs have played as well as the Ravens, who are 3-2, right? I mean, that's what you would say. But, they blew it in some big situations and, of course, lost a close one to the Chiefs.
Yeah, the Vikings were 5-0 in 2016. And they missed the playoffs.
Yeah, this ain't 2016. This ain't 2016. This ain't that team. That isn't that coaches.
But you allow yourself to think, and we'll hear all the stats with each additional win, what your percentages are. Oh, this is – percentage doesn't mean stuff. How many times do we see – we see these charts after a game where – here's your win percentage, and then something happens and it goes like that. Well, maybe your chart sucked. Maybe that's why. Maybe it shouldn't have done that. Maybe you should have realized that it was going to work out a different way. And I carry around 50 years of scar tissue to tell me it's going to work out differently than what you think for that team. We need to talk about that team coming up. Hi, it's Mike Florio. Thanks for watching PFT on YouTube. Hit subscribe for the latest news and analysis from Pro Football Talk.